What's going on YouTube? Adam Woodson here, and we are back off of work finally. I've been waiting all day to discuss the Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay trailer. I was super stoked earlier before I had to go to work, but I literally finished the video right as I had to go to work, so I had to just rush out of here. I had no time to break anything down. I was at work, I was breaking down the video on my break, and I made keynotes of all the timestamps for this gameplay trailer, things that a lot of people probably noticed, things that a lot of people may have not noticed, my 2 cents on things, and then we're going to end the video with confirmed roster, confirmed cameos, and what I think the base 24 character roster, 20 or so cameos will look like, also taking into consideration with the potential DLC leaks and cameo leaks. So, with that being said, let's break this down. We are watching the official reveal on the GameSpot channel. So, sorry if you hear paper, we're going to be pausing a lot. Here we have Sub-Zero. First thing you got to notice right here. A freezer, electric stovetop, modern times. Okay, we'll just kick that off right off the bat. It's modern times, okay? Here comes Scorpion. But what you may notice with Scorpion is that not only does he have, a Scorpion tattoo, because why wouldn't he? But he's wearing the insignia of the Lin Kuei. So, we skip a little more ahead. Sub-Zero is also, of course, Lin Kuei. Ed Boon confirmed after the show that Sub-Zero and Scorpion were brothers. Now this begs the question, since they are both Lin Kuei, who is Sub-Zero and who is Scorpion? Is Sub-Zero Bi-Han, or is he Kuai Liang? And I'm sorry if I pronounce any of these names wrong. I've played Mortal Kombat since I was a child. I didn't really get into the lore too much until Deception, because I think my big introduction was really with the Conquest mode. So if I get anything wrong in the video, I apologize in advance. But, that being said, is this Bi-Han or is this Kuai Liang? Or is Scorpion Kuai Liang, Bi-Han, or Hanzo Hasashi? If I'm not mistaken, Bi-Han is the older brother. He is the original Sub-Zero killed turned Noob Saibot in the original plotline. So, if that is the case and that is him, does that make Scorpion Kuai Liang? And if that was the case, who's Hanzo Hasashi? I don't know. But again, noticing in the background, freezer, modern light bulbs, modern electricity. Kung Lao is over here in blue jeans. So, I'm thinking he's more of a modern character, similar to how we saw Cole Young in the Mortal Kombat movie. I don't know. Because we gotta remember, Liu Kang intentionally creates this plotline and picks his champions. So, we'll see where this goes, of course. Let's continue a little more.
I have had enough.
Swing and a miss.
Then go before I put you down. Fight.
Notice the plasma TV. We're gonna get back to the plasma TV later. Amazing combos.
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us.
Nothing too much to note here. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that these warriors are also Lin Kuei. Potential palette swap for Noob Saibot? I don't know. Sorry, stretch. But
Come, there are other champions, I must gather.
Here's also another better look. 4K videos up for anybody that's curious on YouTube. Here's a better look. Lin Kuei. That's absolutely wild. Absolutely wild.
What do you want?
Here we see Kenshi. As you notice as Kenshi points towards his sword, what do you see?
It's my family.
You could see the Mortal Kombat famous dragon logo. Now, I can't make too much else out. This says something Johnny Cage. It's blatantly obvious up here that he won an Oscar for something. But yeah, he's looking for his. He says that his sword is his family relic, right? Now, I don't want to conspiracize too much on this, but is Kenshi also a movie star in this universe? And is this a plot set with Johnny Cage? Because I'm not too sure. And also in reference, you'll notice in the background of this video, with the plasma TV and the old fixtured light bulbs. I'm not saying they're outdated, but a lot of the aesthetic going on here in the real world seems to be 90s themed. Seems to be 90s set. There was another image circulating on the original trailer for Mortal Kombat when it teased. There was a satellite dish on top of the dojo where Sub-Zero and Scorpion were. So I'm really feeling a 90s thematic Mortal Kombat here. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Family blade. Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
And in case it wasn't obvious for anybody else, Kenshi no longer is blind in this trailer. Starting off, at least. He's not blind. Whether or not this is a storyline plot, or is this just, just a match, it's something to take note of. And there we see our first cameo, which is Sub-Zero, but he's classic. And that is a thematic you will see throughout the trailer, that the cameos all have their classic attire. Crushing blow from cameos. Nice little explosion there. The old hot pink flamingo.
Enough. Okay, let's go back to one here.
Scorpion bows to Liu
Who are
Kang.
you again?
He
Lord Liu Kang,
clearly
protector of
is
Earth,
showing honor towards him.
god of fire.
Ooh. Jackson Briggs, classic attire. God, this just looks beautiful. It looks amazing. You'll notice there that Scorpion actually didn't have to spend any meter, because the meter has visual cues also. This is going towards fighting mechanics, totally off lore plot details. But Maximilian Dude over on Twitch, YouTube, you know Max. He's amazing. He's super into fighting games. He pointed out that Scorpion did not have to spend meter there, or exhaust meter, to keep his spear going, which is nice to see, because you'll see some other combos with a visual cue of like a white exhaust coming off that you have to expend meter to continue the combo. But it's nice to see that Scorpion's spear originally did not have to do that. It's also cool to see that Scorpion's spear is rope this time around. Default, it's usually chain. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of a flip-flop there between the games, so. Woo!
You have skills.
This is
Raiden,
something nice to
but
see.
you're inexperienced.
Kenshi
Whatever experience I
and young Raiden. That's obvious by the upcoming gameplay. It's cool to see. The scenery in this is absolutely gorgeous. But I'm wondering where this meeting between Kenshi and Raiden comes into play. If, He's in the leaks were saying that he was going to be Yakuza. Kenshi was, which is a lot different off than his original plotline. So it's going to be interesting to see where Kenshi comes into play in order to meet Raiden, young Raiden here, if anything.
Lack, I make up for in heart.
So here we see. Let me go back a little bit, in case this wasn't blatantly obvious for a lot of people. Here we see classic Sonya, MK3 if I'm not mistaken. MK3 Sonya? I hope I don't get that wrong. MK3 Sonya comes in as a cameo. She obviously has her classic attire, along with Kano. Kano comes in with his classic attire as well. And the interesting to see there is that you can use the cameos as combo breakers, which is very cool. Finish him. Fatality.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished.
So, her disease. Melina and Kitana. Melina is a dastard clone creation of Melina, which everybody knows. Every diehard Melina Kitana fan knows the lore between them. But Melina is a clone, a created clone of Kitana. You know, because she's Princess Kitana or whatnot. Shang Tsung creates her, but it gets weird here if you listen to the dialogue.
I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
Or do you secretly covet my throne? So, other people on Twitter have pointed this out, that in the original trailer that launched for Mortal Kombat, last month, I think, the position that Melina was sitting on in the carriage was actually the position that a royal would sit on. So, that on top of the dialogue here proceeds to make you believe that Melina is in a higher position of power, whether she's princess of something, whether she's emperor. But that's something to take note of. But then right after this dialogue happens, we're going to go ahead and slow this down. Oh, it's actually not the playback speed. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and slow this down. After this dialogue happens, this, mind you, this is not a clash. A lot of people thought this was going to be an Injustice clash. This is the loading screen right after character select. The loading screen comes after you pick your main fighter and character. Comes together, they smack talk each other. Then it just flawlessly goes into character intros, right into the match. So this is right off the character select screen. Now earlier we noticed Sonya Blade, MK3, but here, oh my heavens! Let me mute this. Oh, that's a mistake. I mistake that. I'm in the wrong. Let's keep it going. Okay, so I had to go back and re-record this real quick because I totally skipped over this in the video. When I was making my comment about MK3 Sonya Blade, right here for a small snippet, you can see MK1 Sonya Blade. So the cameos blatantly have different costumes going on. So that's cool. That's cool to see. I'm way ahead of myself right now. Way ahead of myself. 1 second. Let's get back to this fight, right? Beautiful scenery. Gorgeous. Everything is just draped in purple linens. The outfits look amazing. We see Goro. Goro is a cameo fighter. Now, I have my qualms here with Goro. Goro is scaled unsizably. It's weird to me. He looks weird. That's my only qualm with this trailer. He's also not draped in his classic attire. So, that throws me off a little bit. We are back to the original map, which, if you haven't noticed, is on a different cycle now. It was nighttime and is now daytime. So I think the maps are obviously going to be daytime, nighttime cycles. Here we have the Living Woods. Phenomenal. And then my man Stryker. And Stryker just comes in with the just amazing, absolutely amazing. You love to see it. Also noting his, he also has the iconic dragon logo on his flashlight, and he's also wearing a digital watch. Now, digital watches debuted in the 1970s. I know this is gonna sound like a whole conspiracy theory. Charlie Day pointing at the boards, but it goes back to the plasma TV, the digital watch, and just like the old ice refrigerators. I think it's a 90s themed Mortal Kombat game. Modern day Mortal Kombat takes place within the 90s. Freeze frame. Nice little cameo combo here again. Also, we're showing all the gore because I'm not worried about monetization or anything, because I am a small YouTuber just trying to post YouTube stuff.
Finish it.
Ooh! Here's the thing to know. People think that Kano was playable. Based on the fact that he's also a cameo. But it doesn't go both ways necessarily. I know Ed Boon said that fighters can be cameos. But he didn't really explain how it works the other way around. But we do know from the last half of this trailer that cameos can also perform fatalities. I think Sub-Zero does it at the end with the spine rip because Scorpion is the main fighter in that match. So this does not necessarily mean that Kano is confirmed a fighter. There we see Kenshi with his iconic sash. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Alright, so the video's over, and we are going to cut to the roster list. First off, I would like to note that during the Game Awards, at about 39-36 into the show, you'll see the roster. So we're about to talk about the roster. But you skip to 41-13 into the Game Awards, and you can actually pause the screen just slightly to see the Fatal Blows are back, of course. There's a differential there between Crushing Blows, Fatal Blows, people are expecting. But yeah, we're gonna, let's go ahead. Okay, so looking at this image is provided of the Thinny, courtesy of his YouTube, his Twitter. I think I follow him. If I don't, I'm gonna feel terrible. This image is courtesy of him. This is the starting roster. Scorpion, Melina, Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Fire God Liu Kang, Young Raiden, plus normal attire Raiden, Kenshi, Katana, Sub-Zero, Shang Tsung pre-order bonus. And then you have your cameos that are confirmed. Kano, Stryker, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Goro, Kung Lao, Jackson Briggs, and Sonya Blade. Now what I'm about to show is what I think will be the next cameos and roster additions. So let me bring that up. 1 second. Okay, so this is my roster prediction. Whether or not there's a few far things there, this is what I think. I think, here we go. I know people are going to call me crazy. Some people are going to call me crazy. Some may agree with me. I think, we're getting Lizard Reptile. I think the inclusion of him in the Mortal Kombat movie as his Deadly Alliance form means something. That's just me. I feel, why pick Slyzoth as lizard form instead of reptile, right? In the movie. I think we're going to get lizard form reptile. Ed Boon has been very, very adamant on Twitter that, hey, you are getting 3D era characters. Do not worry in this Mortal Kombat. I think the most appreciated 3D character, in my opinion, is Havoc. And I know there was a huge fan base for Havoc. I think Havoc's coming back. Okay? I think Tanya's coming back. I think Natara, who was also featured in the Mortal Kombat movie, will be coming back. I think Lee May will be in there. Now, I think here's my far stretch, right? Here's my far stretch. I think everyone completely from Mortal Kombat 11 is gone. Like, newcomer, whatnot. I think the combat kids are gone completely. Because if this takes place in the past, and, you know, Jax and Sonya aren't together. I think Kenshi is still young, so I don't think Takeda's a thing yet. Takeda's a thing. So yeah, I think the only thing coming from the last timeline is going to be D'Vorah. I think she's got a big cult following. I think she's probably one of the coolest characters created in modern Mortal Kombat. I think she's coming. Shujinko. I think the teases of Conquest, all the petitions online from Ed Boon, I think Shujinko will be returning. Do I think it's old man Shujinko? Absolutely not. I think we're going to delve back into younger Shujinko, if anything. Raiko, if that's how it's pronounced, God forbid, please let it also be Raiko. Oh man, if this isn't Raiko, I'm going to feel like an idiot. I think Raiko will be returning, also featured in the Mortal Kombat movie. I think Motaro is just... He's been MIA for years. Sure, he appears as a boss, but I don't even remember the last time you could play him. Armageddon, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think Onaga. I think Onaga's overdue too. I absolutely loved Onaga. Of course, you're going to look at my picks and be like, dude, this guy only played Mortal Kombat Deception. Yeah, I grinded a lot of Deception, don't get me wrong. I think Zombie Liu Kang was fucking diabolical. But I think Onaga needs to come back. I don't see a plot where you follow the same shit. Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn, blah, blah, blah. I think you need to bring the Dragon King back in. And then I think we're going to get 4 new characters. That's my guess. I am guessing we're going to get absolutely 4 new characters. Which is a stretch, don't get me wrong. Again, Ed Boon's tweeted about wanting to make a pink ninja named Floyd. There's always been the fan movement for having Chrome, which would be the Chrome Metallic Ninja palette swap that has the moveset of the T-1000. I think that'd be sick. Don't get me wrong. I think that'd be amazing. Yeah, I think we're getting 4 new characters. I think that is the base starting roster. And then we get into the cameos. Here are your starting cameos. Well, I guess your starting cameos. Okay, so I changed it up a bit. This is what confused me. I removed Johnny Cage from cameos because the Combat Pack 1 leak said that Johnny Cage was part of that cameo pack. So I don't think we're launching with Johnny Cage as a cameo. I think Johnny Cage as a cameo will be Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I removed him, and I think, in my honest opinion, I think Nightwolf will be relegated to a cameo, if he even makes an appearance. I think Jax and Sonya are not main roster anymore. I think they're going to stay as cameos this game, as unfortunate as it is, but they need... I think they need a break for the main roster. I think that's what they're doing. Do I agree that they need a break? Kind of. But I just... That's what I think. Moving on. Movie Reptile. Classic cameo Reptile. They said that main fighters can be cameos. I think it would be absolutely insane if we had Lizard Reptile and then Movie Reptile as a cameo. Or Classic Reptile, just in general. Some people would definitely have it flip-flopped. There's obviously going to be different outfits in this. So to have that exclusive to a cameo would be a little criminal, I'm not going to lie, because I've wanted to play as that Reptile forever. Sector and Cyrax, I think, will be relegated to cameos. I think they're not going to play a huge role in the plotline currently, so put them to the side. I think Smoke is going to be pigeonholed to the side. Just because Living Force is there. We all know the secrets with, like smoke peeking out of the living forest and Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. I think he's gonna show up. I don't think he's gonna be a main character. I just don't. I think Classic Scorpion will be a cameo. I think Baraka will be a cameo. And I think Jade will be a cameo. And I hope Bo' Rai Cho's a cameo. I think Master Bo' Rai Cho needs to be there if Shujinko's included. It's Bo' Rai Cho. I know he doesn't have the best thing going on for him with a lot of fans, but that guy is absolutely hilarious to me. So those are my thoughts, and that's not including anything with the Combat Pack leaks, DLC, I guess it is, but this is the roster we're looking at now. Launch, in my opinion. They said this game will be supported even longer. So we can expect at least 2 combat packs, potentially 3. So Lord knows where anybody else will come in. They could put Nightwolf in as DLC. They could put Noob Saibot in, but if you don't have one of them be Bihan, Kuai Liang, and then die, then you make somebody else Noob Saibot. Who knows? Maybe Hanzo Hisashi is Noob Saibot. We don't know. So yeah, that is my thoughts. I'm stupid excited for this game. I always am. I got the Collector's Edition pre-ordered. Collector's Edition didn't come for PC that I'm aware of, so I had to go out and buy a PS5. But yeah, that's my video. I was at work. Excuse me. I was at work, just wanted to talk about this. Even if only one person watches this video and it gets a conversation going, I hope I could spark that conversation in somebody. But yeah, we're all Mortal Kombat fans here. This YouTube isn't going to be primarily Mortal Kombat, obviously, also. But it's just something I wanted to talk about. So that's my video. Thank you if you watched. Drop a like if you liked the video. If you think I am just a piece of garbage for excluding a bunch of people and you think this video is absolutely trash, feel free to comment that too. It's okay. I don't mind. So I will see you guys in the next YouTube video whenever I choose to put a YouTube video out. Stay up to date on new Mortal Kombat news. Might as well do it. Why not, right? And have a good one. Thanks.